And so the calm before the storm. Again, this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So bring it on.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
And now, lining up
Manchester United have opted to go 3-4-3 by the looks of it here, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, and I would say that this setup is probably mostly geared to the front three. I think keeping them busy with chances is obviously a responsibility for everyone else in the team, so the midfield four in particular are keen to get on the front foot and play their part. The back three have just got to get on with it, and at times they are left a little exposed.
So that's got things underway. This one of today's standout fixtures between teams who are meeting for the second time this season. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the brilliant De Ligt has both the intelligence and physical traits to make him a class apart as a centre-half. Long passes are something he's really been working on, and he'll provide a lot of quality diagonal balls for the attack to latch onto, so keep your eye on that.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Early ball.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
That has not gone well. Oh, shoots! Not the most convincing of passes. Played out to the left flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gets into some space. Ahmad's cross. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking for options for movement. And no, he's seen through all of that. Mohamed Salah had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Tries to play it through. Ahmad. Cross flung in towards the middle. And he gets rid in a hurry. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Matheus Cunha. And that is expertly dealt with. Szoboszlai. No goals as yet. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Now he's off and running. Now it's Gakpo. Now that looks a decent ball. He's on it, can he get away? And the through ball. Plenty to aim at here. He's having a shot! Konate gets it away. He's tried one! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Manchester United, after 24 minutes, is number 18, Ahmad. Ahmad. Ahmad.
Manchester United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Matheus Cunha. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a fine interception. Liverpool upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Konate gets it clear. Casemiro goes on a run down the left wing. And he's in on goal. Chooses to go back. Bruno Fernandes! McAllister. Šeško. Pass is just off target. And they've got a throw. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Van Dijk.
Manchester United can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Szoboszlai. Now it's Isak. Salah. Casemiro. Casemiro. And the shot! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Spread neatly. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And here's Ahmad. That's very neat. Delivers with whip. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Corner number 2 then. Casemiro! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Kirkes gets a good foot in there. Ahmad. Now it's Isak. Mohamed Salah gets into a good position. Oh, that's a little loose. That'll be a throw. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. He's got full! And the whistle goes for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Manchester United really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team. So I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Manchester United are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And the action is back underway. And it's Bradley. And this is Mohamed's. There's the shot! It's hit the upright.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Played into space. Kirkez to McAllister. Now it's Isak. Casemiro. Ahmad. Now he's got space here. Can he latch on to this? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Szoboszlai. Van Dijk. Gakpo. Now it's Isak. Now there's a fine ball. So it's Salah! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Bradley. And it's Szoboszlai. De Ligt kept his eye on it, and he's there. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Van Dijk. McAllister. Oh, this looks sharp.
The attendance for
He's
this
had it
match
nicked
was
away, looking for the run.
71,550.
McAllister. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chooses to go crossfield. And he cuts out the supply. Not the most accurate pass. He shifted it to the flank. Salah. Pass somewhat off target. Van Dijk. McAllister, spread it left. Now it's Gakpo. Swept in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Ahmad. Great vision. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. He's in a great position here. Gravenberg did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. De Ligt spots it and intercepts. Just about up to 75 minutes. Bruno Fernandes. Here's Matheus Cunha. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Ahmad. Can he get it through? Now it's Gakpo. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 19, Mbulu. Coming on the field is number 20, Zirkzee.
Looking to play him in. That has ended up in no man's land. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Gravenberg. And it's Salah. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Manchester United have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Shapes to shoot! Chorus of approval here. It's really good play.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Casemiro! Harmlessly behind. Frimpong. Konate moved on forwards. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Isak. And he's picked out the run. Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off. Ahmad. Zirkzee. He's good running with the ball. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And that has put paid to that. Šeško, match chance! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Mathias Cunha.
A case now of complete control. 2 minutes to be added on. Aims beyond the defence. Good ball, good take. Great chance! It's in! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And there goes the final whistle. Now this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Casemiro voted man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means.